Hello, I'm Dr. Marina and I'm reading today Nehemiah chapter 11. Long words, so just love the English accent and read along with me. And the rulers of the people dwelt at Jerusalem. The rest of the people had cast lots to bring 1 of 10 to dwell in Jerusalem, the holy city, and 9 parts to dwell in other cities. And the people blessed all the men that willingly offered themselves to dwell at Jerusalem. Now these are the chief of the province that dwelt in Jerusalem. But in the cities of Judah dwelt everyone in his possession in their cities, to wit, Israel, the priest, and the Levites, and the Nethinims, and the children of Solomon's servants. And at Jerusalem dwelt certain of the children of Judah, and the children of Benjamin. Of the children of Judah, Athiah, the son of Uzziah, the son of Zechariah, the son of Amara, the son of Zephathah, the son of Mahaliel, the son of Perez, and Mahaziah, the son of Baruch, the son of Cholziah, the son of Haziah, the son of Adiah, the son of Jarib, the son of Zechariah, the son of Jeloni. All the sons of Perez that dwelt at Jerusalem were 468 valiant men. And these are the sons of Benjamin: Salu, the son of Meshullam, the son of Joed, the son of Pedaiah, the son of Kolora, the son of Mahaziah, the son of Ithiel, the son of Jesiah. And after him, Gabiah, Salih, 928. And Joel, the son of Zichri, was their overseer. And Judah, the son of Zenuah, was second over the city. Of the priests, Jediah, the son of Jarib, Jakin, Seriah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Merioth, the son of Hathib, was the ruler of the house of God. And their brethren did the work of the house, were 800 brethren that did the work of the house of 822. And Adiah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Peliah, the son of Amzi, the son of Zechariah, the son of Pashur, the son of Malachi, and his brethren, chief of the fathers, 242. And Amashah, the son of Azriel, the son of Ashiah, the son of Meshillamoth, the son of Immer, and their brethren, mighty men of valor, 128. And their overseer was Zabdiel, the son of one of the great men. Also of the Levites, Shemaiah, the son of Hashub, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Buni, and Shabbathiah, and Jozabad, the chief of the Levites, had the oversight of the outward business of the house of God. And Mattaniah, the son of Micha, the son of Zabdi, the son of Asaph, was the principal to begin the thanksgiving in prayer. And Bukdukiah, the second among his brethren, and Abda, the son of Shammua, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun. All the Levites in their holy city were 284. Moreover, porters, Akub, Talmon, and their brethren that kept the gates were 872. And the residue of Israel, of the priests and of the Levites, were all in the cities of Judah, every one in his inheritance. But the Nethinims dwelt in Ophel and Zihah, and in Gispa were over the Nethinims. The overseer also of the Levites at Jerusalem was Uzi, the son of Bani, the son of Hashbiah, the son of Mathana, the son of Micah. Of the sons of Asaph, the singers were over the business of the house of God. For it was the king's commandment concerning them that a certain portion should be for the singers, due for every day. And Pethiah, the son of Mishabiel, the son of Zerah, the son of Judah, was at the king's hand in all matters concerning the people. And for the villages and their fields, and some of the children of Judah dwelt at Kirjathaba, and in the villages thereof, and at Dibon, and in the villages thereof, at Jekabizel, and in the villages thereof, and at Joshua, and at Moladah, and at Bethaphelet, and at Hazaruel, and at Beersheba, and in the villages thereof, and in Ziklag, and at Mechnah, and in the villages thereof, and at En-Rimmon, and at Zara, and at Jarmuth, Zenoah, Adullam, and in their villages at Lachish, and the fields thereof at Azeklah, and in the villages thereof, and they dwelt from Beersheba unto the valley of Hinnom. The children also of Benjamin from Geba dwelt at Michmash, and Ahijah, and Bethel, and in their villages, and at Anathoth, Nob, Anahiah, Hazar, Ramah, Gittim, Hadid, Zeboim, Nebalah, Lod, and Ono, the valley of craftsmen, and the Levites were divisions in Judah and in Benjamin. Nehemiah chapter 12. Now these are the priests and the Levites that went up with Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Joshua, Zerah, Jeremiah, Ezra, Amariah, Moloch, Hattush, Jeconiah, Rahum, Meremoth, Iddo, Jenathiah, Abijah, Minamim, Meadiah, Bilgah, Sheremiah, and Jorabib, Jediah, Solu, Amok, Hilkiah, Jedediah. These were the chief of the priests and of their brethren in the days of Joshua. Moreover, the Levites, Joshua, Binu, Kadmiel, Sherebiah, Judah, and Mattaniah, which was over the thanksgiving, he and his brethren. Also Bakudiah and Umni, their brethren, were over against them in the watches. And Jeshua begat Joachim. Joachim also begot Eliashib, and Eliashib begot Joadiah. And Joadiah begot Jonathan, and Jonathan begot Jaddua. And in the days of Joachim were priests, the chief of the fathers of Zerah, Merah, of Jeremiah, Hananiah, of Ezra, Meshullam, of Amara, Jehorahan, of Melchiku, Jonathan, of Shebaniah, Joseph, of Harim, Adana, of Merioth, Hilkiah, of Iddo, Zechariah, of Jenathon, Meshullam, of Abijah, Zikri, of Naaman, of Modiah, of Pithiah, of Biha, Shammua, of Shemaiah, Jonathan, and of Jorabib, Mattaniah, of Jedaniah, Uzi, of Salal, Kilali, of Amok, Eber, of Hikala, Hashabiah, of Jediah, Nathaniel. The Levites in these days of Eliashib, Joadiah, and Johan, and Jaddua were recorded chief of the fathers, also the priests, to reign of Darius and Persian. The son of Levi, the chief of the fathers, were written in the book of the Chronicles, even until the days of Johanan, the son of Eliashib, and the chief of the Levites, Hashabiah, Sherebiah, and Joshua, the son of Kadmiel, and their brethren over against them, to praise and to give thanks according to the commandment of David, the man of God, ward over against ward. Mattaniah and Bakuiah, Obadiah, Meshullam, Talmon, Akub were porters, keeping the ward at the thresholds of the gates. These were in the days of Joachim, the son of Jeshua, the son of Joshak, and in the days of Nehemiah the governor, and of Ezra the priest, the scribe. And at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought the Levites out of all their places to bring them to Jerusalem to keep the dedication with gladness, both with thanksgiving and with singing, with cymbals, with psalteries, and with harp. And the sons of the singers gathered themselves together, both out of the plain country round about Jerusalem and from the villages of Nephthahia, and also from the house of Gilgal and out of the fields of Geba and Azmaveth. For the singers had builded them villages round about Jerusalem. And the priests and the Levites purified themselves and purified the people and the gates and the wall. Then I brought up the princes of Judah upon the wall and appointed 2 great companies of them that gave thanks, whereof one went on the right hand upon the wall toward the dung gate, and after them went Hosea and half of the prince of Judah, and Azarah and Ezra and Meshullam, Judah and Benjamin and Shemaiah and Jeremiah, and certain of the priests, sons with trumpets, namely Zechariah the son of Jonathan, and the son of Shemaiah the son of Mattana, the son of Micaiah, the son of Zakur, the son of Asaph, and his brethren, Shemaiah and Azriel, Melali, Gilal, Mea, Nathaniel, and Judah, Hananiah, with the musical instruments of David the man of God, and Ezra the scribe before them. And at the fountain gate, which was over against them, they went by the stairs of the city of David. And at the going up of the wall, above the house of David, even unto the water gate eastward. And the other company of them that gave thanks went over against them, and I after them, and the half of the people upon the wall, from beyond the tower of the furnaces, even unto the broad wall. And from above the gate of Ephraim, and above the old gate, and above the fish gate, and the tower of Hanael, and the tower of Miha, even unto the sheep gate, and they stood still in the prison gate. So stood the 2 companies of them that gave thanks in the house of God, and I and half of the rulers with me. And the priests Eliakim, Messiah, Minamim, Micaiah, Elionoah, Zechariah, and Hananiah with trumpets, and Messiah, and Shemaiah, and Eleazar, and Uzi, and Jehonahan, and Mechaliah, and Elam, and Ezar, and the singers sang aloud, and Jeruziah their overseer. Also that day they offered great sacrifices and rejoiced, for God had made them rejoice with great joy. The wives also and the children rejoiced, so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard even afar off. And at that time was some appointed over the chambers of the treasures for their offerings, for the first fruits and for the tithes, to gather into them out of the fields, out of the cities, the portions of the law for the priests and the Levites. For Judah rejoiced for the priests and for the Levites that waited. And both the singers and the porters kept the ward of their God, and the ward of purification, according to the commandment of David and of Solomon his son. For in the days of David and Asaph of old, they were chief of the singers, the songs of praise and thanksgiving unto God. And all Israel in the days of Zerubbabel and in the days of Nehemiah gave the portions of the singers and the porters every day his portion, and they sanctified holy things unto the Levites, and the Levites sanctified them unto the children of Aaron. Nehemiah chapter 13. On that day they read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that the Ammonites and the Moabites should not come into the congregation of God forever, because they met not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them, that he should curse them. Howbeit our God turned the curse into a blessing. Now it came to pass, when they had heard the law, that they separated from Israel all the mixed multitude. And before this, Eliashib the priest, having the oversight of the chamber of the house of our God, was allied unto Tobiah, and he prepared for him a great chamber, where aforetime they laid the meat offerings, the frankincense and the vessels, and the tithes of the corn, the new wine and the oil, which was commanded to be given to the Levites and the singers and the porters and the offerings of the priests. But in all this time was not I at Jerusalem, for in the 32nd year of Artaxerxes, king of Babylon, came I unto the king, and after certain days obtained I leave of the king. And I came to Jerusalem, and understood of the evil that Eliashib did for Tobiah, in preparing him a chamber in the courts of the house of God. And it grieved me sore. Therefore I cast forth all the household stuff of Tobiah out of the chamber. Then I commanded that they cleanse the chambers. The tither brought I again the vessels of the house of God, with the meat offerings and the frankincense. And I perceived that the portions of the Levites had not been given them, for the Levites and the singers that did the work were fled everyone to his field. They contended I with the rulers, and said, Why is the house of God forsaken? And I gathered them together and set them in their place. Then brought all Judah the tithe of the corn and the new wine and the oil into the treasuries. And I made treasures over the treasuries. Shelemiah the priest, and Zadok the scribe, and of the Levites, Pedaiah, and next to them was Hanan the son of Zaccur, the son of Mathaniah, for they were counted faithful, and their office was to distribute unto their brethren. Remember me, O my God, concerning this, and wipe not out my good deeds that I have done for the house of my God and for the offices thereof. In those days saw I in Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves, and laden asses, and also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish, and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, What evil thing is this that you do, and profane the Sabbath day? Did not your fathers thus? And did not our God bring all this evil upon us and upon this city? Yet you bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gates should be shut, and charged that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath. And some of my servants set I at the gates, and there should no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day. So the merchants and sellers of all kinds of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Then I testified against them, and said unto them, Why lodge ye about the wall? If you do so again, I will lay hands on you. From that time forth came they no more on the Sabbath. And I commanded the Levites that they should cleanse themselves, and that they should come and keep the gates, to sanctify the Sabbath day, remembering me, O my God, concerning this also, and spare me according to the greatness of thy mercy. And in those days also saw I Jews that were married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab. And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by God, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who also beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin. Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil, to transgress against our God in marrying strange wives? And one of the sons of Joadah, the son of Elishib, the high priest, was the son-in-law of Sanballat the Horonite. Therefore I chased him from me. Remember them, O my God, because they have defiled the priesthood, and the covenant of the priesthood and of the Levites. Thus cleanse I them from all strangers, and appointed the wards of the priests and the Levites, every one in his business. And for the wood offering at times appointed, and for the first fruits, remember me, O my God, for good. Have a great day.
Hello, my friend, and welcome to Fear into Faith Global Bible Revival, where we're on a mission to get 1 million people to read the Word of God cover to cover in a year. My name is Summer Day, and with me in the studio is Dr. Marina McLean.
Oh, I love the way you said that.
Well, I'm just trying to keep up with you and your beautiful, fabulous accent.
Thank you. I will get you sitting up and talking properly and enunciating in any minute now.
Okay, I shall work on that. Fabulous, darling. Well, let's start with, where are you from? Where's this beautiful accent from?
I was born and raised in London.
Okay.
And my parents are Caribbean. Both my husband and I and 3 children, and then I have 3 young adults, were born and raised in London. They've all lost their accents. I refuse to lose mine.
Please refuse.
But I've been here in Texas over 25 years.
Okay, so you live in Texas now?
I live in Texas, and wherever I travel here in the United States, and I say I'm from Dallas, they say, nah, nobody in Dallas sounds like that. Well, there are quite a few of us here now. But I just love the mixture of culture that is in me, because I get to bring people into my culture, and then I love adopting culture. And so growing up in a Christian home, always having missionaries. Missionaries always stayed at our house when we had conventions. So the world was birthed in me from a young age.
Nice.
So, but moving to the States was a challenge. I came kicking and screaming those 10-hour flight. My son and I, everybody else was excited to come, because when you've got a core, and we had a church, we had a Bible school. I had a friend that would move into my house, take care of my kids when I traveled.
Yep.
And so I had my community, right? Yeah. And then to give up your community and not know anyone where I was coming to in Dallas was just like, oh, Lord.
Oh, yes.
And so it was a process, but when people ask me now...
I understand this process well.
Yes.
When the Lord told me to sell everything and move in an RV, and we did it for 3 years. For 3 years, we had no community. We never knew sometimes where it would be the next week.
So for me, coming here, my friends were just like, what is God doing with you? I said, I don't know. But the beautiful thing is, I prayed that my church would release us. Because they'd grown with us. We started from just my husband and I and our children and 8 people. We started a church that evolved into a Bible school, right? He traveled the world while I had children. And so when I had children, I was able to travel. But when we got ready to leave, strangers, because of our community, London, you knew your neighbors.
Yeah.
Your neighbors' kids were always in your house eating your food.
That sounds awesome.
Right? That was a time back then where your children were safe in somebody else's home, right? And so when we got ready to leave, I don't know why I'm telling you this, maybe it's because you told me that you packed up everything. But when we got ready to leave, strangers would knock on my door and say, hey, we hear you're leaving and you can't take your electrical stuff. So they would come. My washing machine went to somebody. We went out one day and came back, and my husband sold the cooker, and it didn't come with the house. This is what happens. And so it was just a heartwarming and grieving at the same time.
Yeah.
Because we're really leaving. And at the same time, we saw our things, our possessions going to somebody else, stranger, to bless them. Wow. So it was a mixture. But when God says go, faith, we preach faith.
Yeah.
We believe in faith, but when you have to live by it, it's a whole nother level.
That's why it's called fear into faith.
Yes, I understand.
The fear starts first.
Yeah, and for those that are watching from the outside, they don't know if that fear is courage or foolishness. Right? Yeah, they don't. For you, it's fear. To them, some see you as courageous, some see you, oh yeah, you're a fool right now. But I trust God, and you understand this, and I hope your audience will understand this. When you trust God, there's no plan B.
Yeah, so good.
When you trust Him, there's no plan B. You have to trust Him wholeheartedly. Yeah, you have your days where I believe God today, and tomorrow is just like, oh no, Lord, you're gonna have to show up. But I can truly say we've been in this journey for over 40 years, and we married 40 years. Coming this September.
40 years?
40 years.
Wow. And then you said kids. How many kids do you have?
So 3, 2 girls and a son. My son's in the middle. But if I say their ages, they will just stone me. Yeah, so, but they're grown folk. My youngest is going to be 30, who remains.
You said you're not going to age them?
Yes. But she's staying at 25. So let's just, let's just stay there.
Good.
But it's just been trusting God.
Yeah.
And the hardest part as people are walking through their struggles today is trusting God, hearing His voice, and believing what He says.
Yeah. If somebody asked you, how do you hear God's voice? If they wanted to learn to trust God or wanted to learn to hear His voice more, what would you say?
So I've done this in a simple way, because when my husband traveled a lot in our early years, I would sit on my bed and say, God, we need to talk.
Oh, I like that.
And so that's my go-to. Whenever I have to have a moment, I sit on the edge of my bed and I say, God, we need to talk. And talking and listening, because some people hear Him audibly. I hear Him from within.
Yeah.
And then that's how I know it's Him over the enemy, because His voice is softer. His voice has always been softer to me.
True,
and then even though He's asking this immense thing of me, but it's that peace that it's Him.
Wow.
And so I would say, listen to that still small voice. But some people hear Him audibly. My husband hears Him audibly. I have to be still. God forces me to be still to hear Him.
Yeah.
And I've been in chaotic situations, and my friends are like, why are you quiet? And then somebody will say, she's hearing God.
So good.
Yeah, she's in her discipline. And the thing is, each one of us have to find our own discipline about hearing God.
Yeah.
I've had friends that they hear Him in the noise. They hear Him above the noise.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, I just hear noise. I have to get still. And I always say the enemy hates when I'm still. He will keep me busy, distracted, because the minute I get still, I can hear God's voice. And that's His discipline with me.
So good. I love it. Yeah, I tell people, I've never heard the booming voice of the Lord. There's been 1 or 2 times I thought it might have been audible, but it was quiet. But in general, for me.
You can check out the rest of this interview right here or by going to BibleRevival.tv. And if this show has blessed you, you can help us bless others by partnering with us for as little as $20 a month and help us to expand the reach of this show. We'd also like to invite you to join our Kingdom Discipleship Program, where you have an opportunity to get on weekly Bible Zoom calls with us and people around the world to deep dive into His Word. And you can check all that out at BibleRevival.tv. I'll see you next time, my friend.